Hello guys, today I'm going to be describing the different ways to manipulate RNG inside of Wildfrost. So the main way that this is done is by exiting out and re-entering the game in the middle of a turn. Right now I forgot to put the crowns on my companions, so I could just exit out, re-enter, and then I will be able to put crowns on and re-enter the battle because it's the first turn, like so. And then most RNG is the same. So if I hit the redraw bell, for example, the cards that I get will pretty much be the same every time I do it. And when I have an aimless ally, their attacks will also always hit the same enemy. Even if I switch it to the top row, it'll still always hit the second enemy in the row. Aimless enemies will always attack in the same positions every time it attacks. So right now, I know that if I let it currently play out, Chicani will die in 2 turns. So I can exit and re-enter and have Big Berry in the back instead. So now, Big Berry takes most of the hits and I'm fine. Items drawn can be changed by using items. So right now, if I hit the redraw bell, I have this lineup. But if I exit and re-enter, use an item, and then hit the redraw bell, I will get different items. For example, right now I want Shikichi and the Yeti skull in my hand. And I know whenever I hit the reroll button, I do not hit the Yeti skull. So what I could do is I could just use the tar blade and see what I get. Now I have the Yeti skull. Now by far the best way to use this is with the Noomlin Sun Bell. The way that Noomlin manipulation works is that Noomlin cannot be put on a card with a crown. So you could put crowns on cards before opening the bell to change what they are on because they kind of get pushed off onto a different card. In this instance, I want for my final setup to have a Noomlin on my Bebop mask, 2 on any of my companions, and then 1 on either my Junjun mask or my Blizzard bottle because I have the recall bell that allows me to redraw infinitely. After I put a crown on the tar blade, it pushed the Noomlin on the tar blade off onto the Noomlin biscuit, but because the tar blade and the Bebop were linked, it also pushed the one on the Bebop off to Shin. Putting a crown on the Noomlin biscuit pushed the Noomlin onto the tar blade. I put a cursed crown on the Noomlin biscuit because I'm okay with having it crowned until the end of the game. And it put the Noomlin on Zula. I don't really feel comfortable putting a cursed crown on Zula, so I'm going to attach my Noomlin charm because Noomlin charms, Zoomlin charms, and Muncher charms all block the Noomlins. So now, when I get the bell, it pushes Noomlin onto Big Berry. Now I put a curse crown on Big Berry to see what it would be pushed off to, and it landed on the Bebop mask. So I need to find a way to not put the curse crown on Big Berry and maybe put it on some other card instead. I could push Noomlin off of one of my companions by finding one of my companions' linked cards. A card can become linked with another card, meaning that if I put a crown on the linked card, the original card will get the Noomlin pushed off of it. So because I'm not really interested in putting a cursed crown on either Shin or Big Berry because it will lower their health, I, after some testing, have found that if I put a cursed crown on this Jujun mask, it will actually push the Noomlin off of Shin because they're linked. And now I have a Noomlin on the Bebop mask, a Noomlin on Zula, a Noomlin on Big Berry, and a way to put Noomlin on the Junjun mask. I also found that the Berry Bell is linked to this Tar Blade. So now I am going into the final few sections with a Noomlin on Berry Bell, Bebop mask, and on Zula and Big Berry. Doing this is very glitchy, and every once in a while, something will happen that I have no explanation for, and they will just decide to be on cars that they're not supposed to for one reset and then never happen again. And I don't know how to explain it. It just happens. Right now, there's supposed to be a Noomlin on Shin and a Noomlin on Sula, and instead there's a Noomlin on the Bebop mask and a Noomlin on the Tar Blade.